Hey there, everyone. I'm Bert, and this is Bert's Tinkering. Should I fix the smoker? Huh? I have a different project today. I'm going to work on my smoker. It is a Camp Chef brand. Model number's PG24, if I recall correctly. It's got a digital display and a turn knob for the temperature setting. It won't stay consistently on, let alone get up to a high temperature or smoke anything that I want anymore. So I bought a new controller from Camp Chef directly. It's an upgraded controller with Wi-Fi, and I'm going to pull the old one and put the new one in and see what we get. Directions that come with it are actually pretty thorough. There's 4 screws along and across the bottom, and then the 2 main screws for the panel. This is what I think has gone bad on my controller, is when it goes off, I can smack it and sometimes it'll come back on. But anyhow, I'll take the 4 screws out, those 2, and start unplugging some wires. There's at least a half a dozen different plugs that'll have to get unplugged and then replugged. Might be good enough. So as you can see, that panel dropped, which allows access to the underside. I chose not to completely remove this panel yet, because if I don't need to, I'll just leave it. And our 2 screws for the control panel. Okay, I do have a zip tie holding the bundle together. They look like they're all labeled too, so that'll be nice. I'll go grab some wire clippers and be back. Okay, I grabbed a couple of zip ties while I was at it because I'm gonna have to put it back together. Let's see if I can get a shot of this. There's the cable bundle right there. You get a better shot with you guys looking up. One of the many wires that gets unplugged. One of the many wires that gets unplugged is this one right here, and this is one of your temperature sensors. And here's all the Molex plugs that are labeled. And it's pretty simple, pretty self-explanatory. A goes to A, B goes to B, C goes to C. This last one that's not labeled is the power. So that's it. There's the old controller. And be careful, it's got some sharp things in there. Alright, the new controller comes boxed up nicely. As you can see, right there. Also comes with 2 temperature probes. The old one only had 1. So you can monitor what you're cooking. This is also Wi-Fi capable, so I can be slightly away and take a look at what's going on. So that's all labeled again, A, B, and C. Plus it's pretty clear that this is the power cable, even though it's not labeled. And then right there's for the temperature sensor again, and that's the sensor for the internal heat of the smoker itself. Saving the power plug for last just because it's the shorter one of everything. Back in the hole a bit. Alright, all plugged in. So now I'm going to put the panel back on, let the wires relax down a bit, and zip tie them back in place underneath. Might like going in the bottom first. Part that I think we all dread is laying on the cold, snowy ground to do work. So I'm gonna go find something to lay on. Alright. Car park. Will do. We want to police them up because there's a couple of fans in here. If they're set wrong, they'll cut your wires and then you gotta fix it. Right. This is not pretty, but it'll do the job. be just as quick to put this bottom on as we are laying here on the ground. Okay, so peel off the protective covers that it came with. And now go get an extension cord, plug it in, and see if I can start a fire. Hopefully not in the electrical. If I did everything right, we should have life. I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. Oops, I guess I had the power turned on, so it's plugged in. Controller seems to come on right. It's Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. That banging is me cleaning out the ash pot. Set it to low smoke and that squeaking is a really grumpy fan. I might need to lubricate it. Of course, as soon as I said that, it stopped. So that internal temperature sensor I was talking about that I unplugged, that wasn't labeled. That's this sensor right here, and it just measures the box's temperature. Get a bird's eye view of it popping off and it starts smoking. That was about 3 minutes before it started kicking out smoke, and a total of 5 minutes before it started feeding. Alright, I'm going to crank the temperature up and see how hot it'll get. The blow smoke seems to be working. And bring you back for that. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. This is certainly a nice upgrade, and I think it's going to work really well. If you liked this, give me a thumbs up. If you really enjoyed it, subscribe. I've got more.